I think Monday, Tuesday, I don't think a lot of people gonna make. I don't think nobody's gonna make any money. And I think because people finna understand how much power these billionaires have. These billionaires and billionaires.
It's
Why you
a
think
fucking
they
catalyst
billionaires
to
and
something.
hedge funds? So if it go the way everybody, if it go the way regular people playing Monday, Tuesday, they have to buy back that stock, and they had to, buy it back. So if everybody, you got more people buying stock right now than you ever had. Because you got people walking around on their phone. 10 years ago, if you wanted to buy stock, you had to go down to Merrill Lynch, or you had to go.
That's why I didn't ever do it, even though I wanted to.
IPO and set up all your shit. It was time consuming.
The hard work. It turned into a job.
You had to spend. Not only did you have to spend like maybe a month setting up accounts and stuff, also you had to have money. You could not go to Merrill Lynch with $4 and say I want to open up. You couldn't go to Merrill Lynch and be like that.
They're like, are you kidding me?
Now people have apps like Robinhood and
what's that shit?
Webull and all that shit, and people walk. So everyday normal people that got $50 in their pocket now,
just fucking throw it in.
They can just throw it in,
and you get a free stock if you put 100 in.
Man,
usually
that fucks off the market.
Of course, that's why Devin, when he first told me this other day, he was like, it was a meme he saw, but that's how modern news is coming out. It's like the real shit is coming through memes, and like the real shit is coming through fucking news outlets.
I looked up what dude was saying about the Dogecoin. Yep, that shit started as a meme. That shit started. They said.
Oh, you seen the website?
Yep.
They got seen from anime, but they put the logo of other Bitcoin on the fuck. I was like 10 years ago, like you were saying, bro. They'd be laughing. All the rich people, but power, bro. All these rich people are realizing poor people, and I'm gonna say these people because that's what every billionaire hedge fund right now want to say. Poor fucking people. Yeah, all these poor people. All these poor people that are just sitting on their laptops.
It used to be middle class.
The line is so blurred that the whole middle class is the gray line.
Yep.
Because it just like spread.
Yep. There's no more middle class. You either poor or you rich. That's it. Middle class used to be the ones that have a job, have a 401k. Bought a house, bought a car, have a family, and they were your investors. The middle class was usually your investors. Most your people below middle class and probably low class, low income, they weren't your investors.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it seems so much more complicated. I taught that shit myself because on the investing website they have really boring ass fucking corporate style videos that show you how to. I mean they're kind of fun, but the only way you can explain money is through corporate, because that's why the fucking language was invented. But my point is like, I taught myself how, because I watched all these videos, I learned all the lingo, because there's like the little question mark if you go on, because on the phone it doesn't tell you all the data, because then it would take up all the space.
It does most of the shit for you.
Yeah. I have an auto one that does it for me. I put it on high risk, and I do my own, so I can learn, because experience, and I have the money that I play with.
You can set your shit to cash out whenever you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta know the words, because there's like stop limit, stop on quote, all this other shit.
If you got like Robinhood or something, you can get your money in a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not even that. Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah, because back in the day, when you went to Merrill Lynch or you went to any other investment, you could sell your stock. So, say you just made hella money on the stock. You could sell your stock right there for $40 million. Okay, what happens to happen after that? What happens to happen after that is the FCC now comes through. They have to investigate. They have to check everything. They have to be sure there was no wrongdoing, that there was no insider trading or none of that. Yeah. That takes time.
Indeed. And now it's all automated, so the robot does it.
Yep. And with an app like Robinhood, they didn't think out those apps. With an app like Robinhood, insider trading, man.
Yeah, bro, I worked in Tesla, and I was I was like, oh, so we're picking up?
My folks
so the stock's picking up.
My folks at work is trying to buy stock in Mitsubishi, but you can't.
Hypothetically.
Mitsubishi is like a closed stock. Like how they do the shareholders and shit. Like you can't buy share into the company. But like maybe Apple can buy shares, or somebody like another company. It's like a closed market.
See, that's what I was curious about, all that.
Nobody talks about that black dude at the Olympics. That's how much people don't talk about it. I don't even know his name. I just remember at the Olympics, he held fist with the black glove on. And you know how much shit he went through that because of that? They took his medal. They did hella shit because he did that. But he was trying to make a statement to the world.
Like the guys in gaming, they did this thing where they're like, free Hong Kong. Because they just won like Super Bowl for fucking gaming. And he was like, free Hong Kong. And it's because, who owns all that shit? It's like China through like third parties and shit. So they got the title taken from them, all the winnings. Like they can't compete in that tournament anymore. That one team is just like that.
People don't remember in the 80s how powerful a picture, a statement is. People don't remember in the 80s because they don't teach this in school. It's crazy how, when I was in school, I learned real history. This, what they learn today is bullshit. It's like a,
I didn't even pay a fuck.
It's like a,
what they want to show you.
History for dummies. That's what it's really like. It's like they paraphrase a bunch of shit.
But yeah, I was there when they fucking taught this version of history. When you're saying, I'm kind of special in the way that my year, I noticed every, like, we just graduated, boom, the whole thing behind us, it was just that hard line, bro. Like, they're like, okay, this is gonna be the last year we teach this version, and then boom, and then everybody behind me, like all my underclassmen friends, so they changed it, you know, the whole Michelle Obama, how she like helped redo the schools and shit.
Right.
Like that was happening during while it was like
that part.
So I didn't see all the new shit, but like I heard it because they got different books, whole different fucking curriculum and shit.
Ask
so, like,
somebody young today.
So like, and they didn't even teach me a lot of cool shit. I mean, I can't say for sure because I didn't pay attention a lot during history. Even though it was one of my favorites, it was just like like Assassin's Creed, specific time periods, like the Renaissance. And then after that, for like modern history, after the Renaissance, like, because that's kind of like ancient history. What happened to all these years right here, bro? What? You were just talking about fucking... The last thing that was in the book was when Obama was president. So his picture was in there. But it was like, it skipped a huge, like, now I really think about my pictures just because I'm stoned and like we're sitting, but it's like Bush, George Bush.
The whole Bush.
It was just like, boop, boop. Because that's why I never really knew, I only knew shit about George Bush from Family Guy and fucking.
The dumbing down of America.
Yeah.
This is what I say. I believe in education. I believe in learning all you can. But I say this with all my heart. I say this with every belief system in my body. Fuck public school. If you are relying on the government to teach your children, you've already fucked up. The job of a parent is to teach.
Yeah.
In ancient time, they had certain ones in the village, the elders of certain ones. That was their job, teaching the children.
Like in Native Americans and shit.
Teaching the children. And these group of women, they made all the food. And these dudes, they protected the village and went and hunted. Okay, so everything, it was like an ecosystem. Everything worked.
Of course, because everything is.
Everything worked in perfect coexistence with each other.
Hold that thought. Hold it.
You had an education system that you could say was state run because you could say that the village was a state.
Yeah.
So you could say you had an education system that was state run.
That's right. You don't have names yet.
Right. But this village, this education system was different because it wasn't just teaching you, okay, in 1492 this happened, in 1507. No, what this education system taught
like in all the movies, there's that guy in the front.
This your tree
blah, blah blah. Yeah, it's cool. We finished it.
That education system taught you how to live, how to apply what you know in your day-to-day life. It taught you. It was almost like a boot camp. You know what I'm saying?
To make you survive.
It's teaching you to survive, and also
you gotta take that class.
Yeah.
When I was
also, it's showing. It's almost like some system class. So in your educating these children, the elders or whoever they chose to educate these children in the group children, by educating these children, you're becoming personal with these children and you're learning these children and you know these children. So now you know what class these children.
That's why in the movies,
he gonna be
like
a warrior.
You're saying,
he gonna be a cook.
The lady who's teaching.
Kids, let me just do one time for my nigga Birdie back, R.I.P. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
But it's the motherfucking
white meat on everything.
That's one of my father figures growing up.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. No, ain't no kid supposed to be switching at 2 years old. Tell you.
Want some milk and cookies.
You're some of my bitch.
That's one of my father. Because I didn't have one. You know, when you grow up and you don't have a father figure.
I'm weary, America. I'm tired.
You try to find them through everybody. You know what I mean? So when I grew up, that was a show that came out. I was like, this is my favorite show. I never knew why until I got older.
I'm weary, America.
He's teaching
me
shit.
These kids, America, They fucking with you. They fucking with a motherfucker. You understand?
Hey.
They done fucked my head up.
What should I do with these kids, America? Shit.
America, I'm tired. I'm weary.
Hey.
I love when he say that.